What's good, my people? So, it is starting to happen, right? So, my prediction was like a couple months ago. It's starting to line up right now beautifully. Now, will it continue? I don't know, right? Still in the unknown. Still in the unknown. But it's trending upward into that explosion, like I said, like around like June-ish, you know what I mean? So, sometime in June, I'm expecting for something big to happen um, with crypto, where it's gonna be a big explosion. Now, how long it lasts, I don't know. I think the next one is that big one where we hyperinflate all the way up into the moon, right? I think this is where moons are created, I believe, in this next wave that's gonna happen, and I truly believe it's gonna happen for this wave. We're gonna ride it for like the next couple years, um, until eventually everything is kind of reset, right? Because reset's gonna take time. But I do believe that eventually, obviously, to not to get deep off topic, but obviously we've been on Mars, right? Like we've been figuring out like how can we have civilization there, and that's what's going on. So obviously, money is going to have to be, I guess, more universe, right? Like universe or galactic money, whatever. I don't know, but it's gonna have to be more of a universe money, not just a on Earth money, right? It's gonna have to be able to travel, especially if you start having civilization. At some point, we will, not if, but when. We'll have civilization up there, and so we'll need the currency to be able to go there. That's why I think money will be worth so much more in the long run. And we looking at money as on an Earth standpoint and not as a universe standpoint. If you catch my drift, because obviously money's going to be worth so much more. Obviously, it's more precious minerals and resources up there on Mars than it is here. So things here will eventually be obsolete, essentially, or maybe we got the best thing smoking as far as everything that we need to be functionable and clean and running smooth. But I think it's obviously too late for the way we built the infrastructure here on Earth, obviously. But I could be wrong. Where it will be a lot better. Like a lot of stuff I don't even think is needed. Like we truly have. Obviously, especially with technology and flying and not having to worry about roads and stuff like that. Like that's a lot of extra money, and you can use it towards different type of technology to advance faster. But anyway, I'm getting way off topic. I'm getting way off. That's why I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. So I'm gonna end there. But like I said, my prediction is coming to fruition right now. So we'll see how it play out. But I'm expecting big things, and I'm expecting this to be that moment where true projects mean things. So I would say in the next 2 years, explosion, and when I say real projects mean things, that's use case, right? I think use case is about to start being implemented. I think they've been laying the pipe work, throughout the system, right? If you look at the world like a big old like water system with drains, like for your house, your sink, your toilet, your shower, you know what I mean, your irrigation system, everything, right? All these drains um that you have, and I think that's it. I think all the drainage, all the piping, I think it's all in now, and I think they're ready to start pushing that product through those pipes, meaning these digital assets, cryptocurrency, whatever you want to call it. This is that moment in time where things shift. As you can see, everything been leading up to it around the world. You know what I mean? Not just in America, around the world, everything been leading up to this moment as far as changing the great reset. Because money is about to change. Like for the first time in a very, 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 very long time, money is about to change over, and we finna get on this new rail system, this new grid. And if you got a piece, you're gonna win. I always say you don't even gotta have a lot. You just won't have a lot, but you still have a lot more than other people, right? Because a lot of people still looking at fiat as the ultimate, um, I guess, asset to paradise, right? like if I have that fiat, I'm gonna win. Like, because that's how the world functions. Fiat. A lot of people ain't thinking future; they thinking moment. I like to say, you want to create a lifestyle, right? You don't want to create just moments. Now you're gonna have moments within creating that lifestyle. Nothing wrong with having moments and create moments. It's just you don't want to get stuck on only create moments with not any lifestyle in it, because then you kind of get lost in your days, and and you kind of not have that true focus, because you only moment after a moment, it needs to create, it needs to become something, or you just create a whole bunch of moments. You're not creating a lifestyle, big difference, big difference. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna get off tune. But so, right, so crypto is the future. Get a little piece, you win. If you're still on fiat, good luck. I truly believe everybody around the world, for the most part, fiat money gonna lose like 50% or more. Just because when the changeover happened, if you ever been to a country where they changed the currency, which in America nobody has experienced that, so nobody knows that. But other places like Germany, when they went from I think believe it the Deutschmark to the euro or whatever, and they had to I believe that was right, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or yeah. Anyways, so but yeah, so and they lost a good 30-50%. They lost overnight. Boom, lost that money. So you want to make sure that you still protected versus another asset, right? Like fiat ain't everything. Now, yeah, your house and groceries, places where you live, it's still gonna be worth something. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be worth nothing, but then around the world, obviously prices are finna go up. Like, you think owning something is high right now? Give it like 5 years. Give it like 5 to 10 years, and you'll be like 75% of people are not gonna be able to own nothing. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna be able to buy nothing, because this is that moment where the wealth transfer, that gap goes so big where it's no catching up, I believe. That's what, it's just my opinion. But I think that gap is going to go so big, it's going to be no catching up. If you down in that bottom half, it's impossible. It's going to be impossible, especially how the world is going to be ran in the future, not even bringing in AI technology on top of the crypto. And, it's going to be a different world. Universal income is coming in. And if you setting yourself up to be on the universal income plan, then you still have money. I don't believe it's going to be true poverty in the future. I believe everybody will be able to eat because of the universal income is going to kick in. So it's going to create those level playing fields. But, with that, nothing's free, So that entrepreneur, that spirit of creating something, and doing something big with your life, changing your life, it's not going to be an option. You're not going to have that opportunity like now to be able to create something from scratch, because when AI come in, it's going to be hard. I mean, shit, everything is going to be, a lot is going to get created. And then who takes who takes it? It's going to be the corporations and, the bigger businesses. Like, that's what's going to happen, a lot of little mom and pops, that I think that's going to be a thing of the past in the future, if you ask me. Just how technology and how our lifestyle is going to be created versus now. We create our lifestyle now. In the future, technology creates it with our input. And then eventually, maybe we don't need no input. We just let it go free reign, but it's coming. And if you prepare yourself, then you win. You get a piece of that pie. You got to think about it. Do I want to be a part of the universal income? Right? Is that where I want to be? Get my check, be happy, play my games, watch TV, Netflix, whatever, do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, you getting that check, right? Your check is to spend that check to get another check, right? You know what I mean? And then it's going to be certain tiers, I believe. It'll be tiers of where you live. And then it's going to be the people that's paying those checks, right? Because in the future with blockchain technology and how technology work, everything is about security. So everybody can get a piece of security in the future, which is everything, but a lot of people sleeping and they don't understand how crypto, digital assets, whatever you want to call it, work, and you lose out because therefore you do not accumulate enough to be whatever type of security you want to be. If you just want to be low maintenance and here's my money and I'll be security for you, or you want to get down and get your own security crew, it's however you want it, right? It's whatever avenue you want to take, but it's a lot to be made. But a lot of people are just gonna continue to sleep. So, but anyways, I'm not gonna. But anyway, so that's what what I came on here to say is happening right now. So it's right on cue. We'll see what happened next month, leading up to next month. If we hit another tier, and then after that, we'll see what happened into the next, rest of the year. I think we'll be going up, 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 up. We'll have some healthy dips. Not financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but I truly believe this is that moment where the monetary system shifts over. It's going to happen in the next couple of years. It's going to be happening, but it's happening behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see behind the scenes. They only see what's on the surface. They don't see what's inside because a lot of people don't want to know. Nobody wants to truly understand money. They just want to have it. So, but anyways, that's all I had to say. Like I said, it's happening. I'll tune back in when we get closer, and I'll be like, I was right, or I'll be like, I was wrong. I was wrong, or I was off maybe, a couple weeks, a month, but it's happening. It's happening. So, and I truly believe it. I'll roll it all. Like, it's happening. So, but anyways, that's it. I'm out.